So we don't actually usually do body fat testing. I've never done it in my time. Not to say that it's not useful. I just think when you are on stage, like you're not going, oh, that person's 9% or that person's 8%, and that's not going to dictate whether they win or not, because it's about what they look like. We're using it just as like data from week to week to see if we're getting that progression that we need to be making. So we'll show you what that looks like. This skin.
Luna was in there, remember?
It's good day.
It's so greasy looking.
Everyone's just like,
Yeah. That's what people really don't understand about body
yeah,
fat.
they're not like, oh, I get to
It's not
6%,
10,
I'm going to be ready. Like
Yeah.
maybe 6% looks like crap on you and you've gone too far. What do you reckon this week? I reckon 7. I'm in the 7s.
Oh, the percentage?
Yeah,
What was it last time?
8.
Probably, yeah. I mean, it seems a lot more visual change, right? Here we go. So chest. Yeah, just turn that way a little bit.
Don't ask to turn towards children.
So, yeah. Can't face the camera as well.
There you go, you can get this side. 1. Do you want me to hold my phone or something? Make this easier for you?
It's okay, yeah, you can do that.
What do you want me to do? Chest.
2.9, yep.
2.9.
Okay, tricep.
Which one?
That one. Don't flex. Don't flex.
Ow! Oh, pinchy.
Is it a bit pinchy, is it?
I love pinchy.
3.1.
3.1.
Yep. Subscap.
Oh. Unable to say. Okay, subscapular.
Face that way. Reach up with this hand and pull that strap down. From behind, yep. That's it, and then just relax the shoulder blade.
It is relaxed.
Is that you relaxed, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What does it look, Jax?
Oh yeah, it's all right now.
Oh,
5.5.
no. Timed out.
So do mine.
5.5.
Yeah.
What was it last week?
5.6. It's
Okay.
only small, that one.
Axilla.
Yeah, so face that way again. Actually, face this way so he can see. And then put your arms out in front of you. Yeah, and lift that up. And pop a boob out for the camera. Upwards. That's it. Steady.
Steady.
A lot of these are already pretty low, so it's kind of getting to a point where it's like, how much more are we going to see change?
Yeah.
And you need to have a look at all the numbers. See, it's probably
The legs
quad.
need to change.
Yeah, quad's probably the only one, realistically. And that's the other important note about the body fat number that this gives out, is it's only across these 7 sides.
Yeah.
That's not a generalised
It's only
body
seven,
fat.
seven sides, yeah.
And if I move, so you know the result is 3.6 here. If I go here, it's 4.5. Like,
Yeah. You have to be specific about the areas. Accurate. 4 point, was it?
3.6.
Was it?
Same. That's a lean one.
Super iliac.
Ac. Yeah. It's your iliac crest. The good thing about when someone's lean is you can see exactly where you're doing it.
Yeah. Grainy belly.
3.4.
3.4.
And there's also not much movement in the needle. You can see when someone's holding fluid. So when someone's retaining water, they are holding extracellular fluid. And you can see when you put the calipers on, it goes down quite a bit. So you might put it on at 5 mil and it goes all the way down to 3. So when someone's inflamed or even period, that time of month, when the progesterone's high, you'll see that.
It's weird. Alright.
So belly button. Yep. You tensing?
No. Relaxed.
It's very easy to know when you're not getting any more than just subcutaneous tissue.
That's just skin now.
Yeah, there's not much else behind it, as we can see. Make a reel out of that. 3.4.
3.4.
Same. Yeah, so quad is the one where it's going to change.
Thigh. Oh.
I'm sorry. Come around this side. Sit on the edge of the seat. Straighten your leg a bit more. Hoi.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Still a touch there.
Yeah, it's the stubborn area.
Feels weird that I don't have to get like real lean for this.
Yeah, it's completely different this one, hey.
Strange and confusing.
Pretty much not a hell of a lot more than where you're at now. There's
Yeah.
already places that are going to have to be not as lean. 7.9. But you can even see how the marks stayed on here
Yeah.
versus look at your stomach where I did. There's no marks there.
Why?
More fluid in that area.
Ah. That's normal, right?
Well, that's just wherever we carry or wherever we
7.9?
are predisposed. Yeah. So.
Done. Damn it. 8.5.
Yeah.
What was I last week?
Have a look. Go up if you save it
Save.
first. And then click on the body fat there. No, the one below it, sorry.
Oh my
Caliper
God.
body fat. There it was
8.7.
8.76, 8.59.
That was a big
But if you
jump.
look at the variation of change over the last 3 weeks,
Yeah.
it's a lot smaller. But that's the thing, you can change very minimally here, but visually that can look a lot different.
Yeah.
Because we're only doing those specific 7 sites, where maybe you've changed more here, or here, or here.
8.5.
Okay, 15 reps.
Alright.
Keep the bend knee. So keeping this nice and straight. Yep, just like that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. So 3 reps now. 1. Stick that ass out on the way down. 2.
Oh my God.
So for the purposes of her Baker cyst that we're dealing with behind the knees, we're keeping a bent knee just to take a little bit of load out of the back of the knee joint when she's doing this. Obviously that's going to increase the constant tension in her hamstrings, making it a lot harder.
These are actually very good grips, but I have one of Kira's and one of mine, so it's like 2 left hands essentially.
Very
I'm
nice.
just too lazy to buy another
I
pair.
couldn't handle that.
Please.
Because this bit's on a different side, right?
What is it? Does it bother you?
Yeah, because you got like bonier parts in your wrist, and so I like that on the right side of my wrist.
It's more annoying because the hole's not on that side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice and set through the back first, and then go 2. Good. One more. Good.
Honestly, like you can do it. Like, I think some people use them like at the start when they don't really know why they're using them. Like you're using them because your wrist is always going to be the weak part of the joint, right? Like holding on to something heavy is hard because your hands are not as strong as like your legs. So I use them to kind of make my wrists a stronger part. Therefore, I'm able to lift heavier loads because this is no longer the limiting factor. But you can use them whenever you want. Like, and I think one thing that people use incorrectly is belts. People use belts as a way of like clinching their waist in, or holding their shirt together, or making them look leaner. But like, it's a way of increasing intrathoracic pressure to allow you to lift heavier. So, like, you don't use them for other reasons. You just use them for what they're meant for.
Nice set in the torso first. That's it. Good. Lats on and go. Good. And again, one more. Lats on and go. Good. You need thicker shorts.
Why?
Just hide the separation lines in your glutes.
I was like, can you see my bum through them?
Let's go. Good. lock, and go. 2. Big breath in, lock, go. Good. It's perfect. 4. Lock, go. 5. Good. Lock, 6. Big lock, breathe. Good. 4 here. Lock. Good. Good. 2 more here. Good. And last one. Good job.
I was like, 1 to 5. I was like, this is easy. And I was like,
12's a lot on an exercise like that.
this is good though.
Yeah.
Felt nice.
And that's all I'm watching week to week is assessing how you do it comparative to last time. If your fatigue's coming in a rep earlier or...
I feel
Looks
better
good.
today
Looks
than I
good.
did last week.
Yeah. It's good. If it ain't broken, don't fix it.
Oh, that hurts because you roll on your...
Oh, we wouldn't know. We have fat there.
Look, broken sleep is just part of being a parent and having small children. And I think it's about managing that throughout the week. Like if you have 3 shitty nights, maybe you think, do I need to be training? Can I move that day to a day when I'm going to be better rested? But then also accepting the fact that being tired is part of being a parent. So sometimes you just got to get in and get it done. Have a bit of pre-workout, caffeine, smash it out, get some better rest that night.
Two. 3, good. Last set here, 12 reps. 4. 5. 6, good. Really set that back before we start. There we go. Good. Good. 4 reps here. Just driving those hips through. Good. Good. 2 more here. Big breath in, lock, and breathe. And last one. Good.
Oh my God.
Good.
I was like, Alright, deloads. Do you need them? When should you use them?
Yeah.
What does that look like?
So the thing about deloads, they should always be intuitive. They should be based around your numbers. So it's, people say, oh, you know, I do a 4-week training block and then I deload. It's like, well, if I'm still progressing, why would I deload? Why would I then reduce the progression just cause? If you're training and you're seeing an increase in fatigue and your numbers are getting harder and harder to hit, like when you should deload, your training feels pretty terrible. Your weights, you can't hit your numbers, you feel fatigued, your sleep will change, resting heart rate will change as well. So those are the metrics you look for to put a deload in place.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I think a lot of people think they need to be like a week long as well. They could just be like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah,
they don't
yeah.
need to be like this standard week.
And it should still be a measured thing too. It's not like I'm just going to stop training for a week. It's like, no, I'm still going to move the body. I'm going to increase blood flow. I'm going to rest well, prioritize rest and movement at a percentage rate. So you work out your numbers and you do it still to a measured number.
That's how you like to do it. There's like, obviously 1,001 ways to deload. Some people would rather time out of the gym. Like I know Matt does.
Yep.
Justin kind of goes with the percentage of your max
Weight.
rate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So again, there's like a million ways to do it. You just have to figure out what's going to be best for you in this situation to allow you to get that progression.
So,
Oh, gonna take that with me.
wouldn't have happened if it was on your nipple.
All right, so like I'm looking to build or cut weight. What's more important, my training or my nutrition?
It's got to be nutrition. You can't build anything if you're not in a surplus, and you can't lose anything if you're not in a deficit.
Yeah, and like
That's
training is obviously super important because
Definitely.
you need to be training, close to failure, or for most people at failure, because for them failure isn't really failure; it's just close to failure.
Their
So
perception of failure.
the perception of failure. But like, you cannot just go onto a training program that's meant to build, but not look at your nutrition, because that's just not going to work. And the same way with a cutting workout, Like, you can do all the jumping around you want to do, or the most cardio that you ever done in your life, but if you're not supporting that with a calorie deficit, judge tricks is going to happen.
Yep. Absolutely. There's nothing more to say on that.
Yeah.
14, 15, 16, it's perfect. 17, 18, good, and again. It's easy.
It's not easy. Best time between sets. How important is it? How long should we be resting for? Does it matter if I go from one exercise straight to the next one?
So if our goal is to build muscle primarily, then yes, it's very important because we're trying to standardize from 1 week to the next how much time you've had between the set to get the same or more load output basically. So that could be anywhere from 45 seconds up to 2 minutes. The more advanced you get, you'll require more time because you're able to push yourself to a higher intensity and create more fatigue. But when we're first starting out, we don't really have a lot of connection with the tissue. We don't need as much time. So that's why I say between 45 seconds and 2 minutes.
Yeah. And would you say if like bigger compound lifts, like longer, like?
Definitely, yeah. So more fatiguing, more taxing exercise is going to require more rest. Again, for building muscle, probably don't go too much outside that 2 minute.
Yeah.
But if it was powerlifting, obviously that's a different story entirely.
Exactly.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just keep the chest up on this side at the bottom. 9, good. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, good. 16, 17, it's beautiful tempo. 18, 4 reps, 19, that was a miscount. 20, we got 2 each leg now. 1, good. So last one on the side, good, and this one, good.
Cardio, far out.
24 reps, 12 each leg. Most people aren't prepared to go that deep into a set because it's uncomfortable.
Okay. That felt fine. Justin, why do you think I have progressed so much in the last 12 months?
Me.
That also.
No. What it is you've had a standardized off-season. You've had structure around your off-season. You've got a coach employed. You've got multiple people in your corner. And everything's been tracked and monitored, so we're kept accountable.
Exactly, like a lot of people jump out of show and they cancel with their coach because they don't want that accountability to hold them to something, because maybe they're overeating or they took like 6 weeks of training or something. But if you have the support throughout your off season, you're always going to do better. And like I started with Justin, just before my last show. And that's carried on until off season, which has made a huge difference to my training. Because again, I'm hitting my numbers, I'm progressing, someone's holding me accountable, which yes, is scary sometimes because
definitely.
I have to be like, hold myself to a higher standard. But it's so much worth it if you are someone that's looking at being a competitor and being a good competitor.
Well, you remember those times when you said you used to get anxious before the leg workouts, because you knew how tough it was for you the week before, and you know that's. But if you're under the same physical, the same food, the same blah, 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 that is expected of you in that circumstance, and it's hard to do by yourself.
Exactly, it is.
Righto. 1, 15 reps. 2, 3, 4.
Oh.
Good? Good.
It's gonna...
But it doesn't really matter to me. Fucking 3, 4, good. 5, 8, 9, 10, 12, 3 reps here. 1, it's a long rest too. Good, and again. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's enough.
Do you think one of my calves is bigger than the other?
Which one do you think, yeah? No, maybe not so much bigger, just slightly different shape.
Like everything on this side of my body.
Yeah, it's shorter, so the peak's a little bit more.
That's strange. Gina
That's
said I
everyone.
had plantar fasciitis in this leg,
Oh yeah?
this foot.
Is it sore?
Oh no, she like rubbed it out yesterday. It wasn't so. Oh, it is sore sometimes when I walk, but I think it's just like from doing a
Excessive.
session,
Yeah,
and I walk like weird on that. But then
fine.
1,
2, 3, so 15 here. 4, 5, 12, 9. Yeah, easy. Good. Good. Don't bounce out of the hole. It's 12. You get 15.
how many?
That'll do.
Oh gosh.
I
Oh
said
my
you only
gosh.
got 10.
Jesus.
Golly gosh.
Golly gosh.
Okay. 2, so 12 reps. 3, 4, 6, yeah. 7, 10, 11,
Cunt.
12.